We're here. We're here. We're in Fabian's crib. Fabian, back there. You can see his little head. Right there. Right there. We're gonna answer the age-old question. Is Jessie Reyez better live than in her music? That's the answer we're gonna. That's the question we're gonna answer. That's the question we're gonna. That's the question we're gonna answer today. Fabian's here. The summer of non-indoor podcasts because we would sweat to death. So you're welcome because usually we take summer off, right, Fabian? IdleTalk recordings are only a winter activity usually because it'd be hot as fuck in Fabian's crib. But now, my man's has upgraded right here. I know you hear that in the background. Let me switch sides. Yo, bro got the upgrades. I didn't show him. I just put the volume, yo. Bro, you just sat on your mic the whole time. Straight butt noises.
I didn't know
Butt noises from that guy.
Oops. I didn't know.
So we're gonna go. Concerts in Brooklyn. Paramount. I'm looking at him like he knows. He don't know shit. He didn't even know we were going today. After we made this plan.
After I literally not only did I ask off, and I was like, oh shit, I got a day off today. I was like, cool. And this is why
I get to hang out.
off.
I get to hang out for free.
I was like, I got to just be in the crib, and you're like, yo, what time I'm pulling up? I was like, today? Question mark. I was like, is it Sunday? Is it Saturday?
No, bro, it's fucking
I'm
Tuesday.
Just dumb.
July
I'm just
1st.
stupid. My bad.
The 1st of July.
Oops.
Brother, that shit was so funny because I felt like I'm like, bro, pick up. I've been texting him. I sent him the address to the garage. He didn't even question it. There were signs we were supposed to hang out today.
I literally was like, cool. Yes, when we get there, that's great. I really read it, and I was like, that's cool. But just left it at that.
He didn't respond to my message until I was like, yo, I'm coming to get you. And he's like, huh?
I was like, what? I was literally like, cuddled up in bed like,
why? that's the real. That's his real thought process. He was like, bro, why are you coming?
I was so confused, and I was like, oh, right, that's today.
It's today, bro. That you just thought you were off.
Yeah, I did. I thought I just had a day
Like,
off.
yo,
I was
bless,
like, oh,
random
dress up,
Wednesday.
bro. I was like, hell yeah, my schedule worked out. I get a little day off to myself. Fuck yeah.
No, you don't. We're gonna go park. We're gonna be there a few hours early because people are already there.
I'm also hungry.
And we're gonna go to that food market I
hungry.
went to. We're gonna do that. We're gonna eat. We're gonna go to a concert, and we're gonna meet some bitches. Ah.
Stop with this.
Genuine hug, and I was like, oh my god, I love you too. She had just sprayed something, I didn't know. She goes, now we both smell good, so I started dying on my face. I thought it was a hug. I dropped it in a split. You'll never forget that shit. Yes. There you go. That's
They smell fantastic.
Look at him. Denier. Denial's a river in Egypt, bro. All right, recap. We are here. We got in the car. Made it all the way to Brooklyn.
Yeah,
Fabian was like, they got a Juniors. And I was like, you want to go try it? Because I seen it. I seen that place 2 days ago.
You didn't try
We didn't try it because we went to the Alamo. They have a food like market on the basement of it. So I was down to try Juniors. We pull up. They got that meat fish from SpongeBob as our server. Meep.
The meat fish.
Meep. They got that guy. Picture that guy. The meat fish.
Yeah, low key, yeah.
That's who our server was. Bro must have been there since they opened the door because the recommendations he had.
He was like, I don't know, bro.
He like, bro,
you like steak? I was like,
I've been
yeah.
here since.
He's like, this one, bro.
Since
That's it.
1873.
Just let me go home.
Bro was tired of having us, and we were there for a second. Like,
Literally.
the moment we sat down, bro was tired of us. Don't know why, don't know how. But it was raining because Fabian wanted to be a fucking hater.
Was what they called?
Weathered wizard.
Bro, you manifested bad weather.
Plan was to bring the lights, but I couldn't. It's raining.
Barely. It's barely raining. It's not my fault, bro. Just because I said one thing.
Bro said, bro's a hater. He saw somebody driving with a mattress. He was like, I hope it starts raining. Pouring.
I did say that. I did say that. But I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
And it's raining.
I didn't mean it. I swear.
But we're about to show you what we got when it comes.
Juniors, bro.
Juniors.
What would you rate that?
I rate the food. It's hard because I did end up liking it because of the way I was eating it.
But I think that's what you're supposed to eat.
Yeah,
it, though.
probably. But besides that, it was kind of bland.
Bro got some dry ass beef.
It's like a beef sandwich with like a potato latte as like the buns.
That shit is a potato pancake,
Yeah.
right? But that shit was type gas. I'm not like the pancake by itself without the dry ass meat. Pause.
It was good.
It was fire. But then you throw a little bit of gravy because you need the gravy to season it up.
And he was gonna give me an au jus, which is like
Not
meat
gravy?
juice, basically.
Oh, so maybe it's
It's like broth.
ew.
And I would have been like, "This is the sauce that was gonna give me with this dry ass sandwich."
But you had something different, right?
I did get the gravy. Yeah.
He
It
had
was
something
much better.
different. He got the gravy. For like 15 minutes, I was asking him, "What are you gonna get?" He said something different.
Yeah, because that's what it was called.
I didn't know that's what it was called. I thought he was just being a dick. He's like, "I'm gonna get something different." Like, all right. I was like, "All right, I don't know." I'm like, "Should I get the fried chicken sandwich?" He's like, "Nah." He's like, "I'm gonna go for something different." So I was just thinking, I'm like, he's not gonna tell me what he's gonna get. I'm trying to see.
Share,
I'm trying to get something that we both gonna like. And I was like, you know what? I finally caught on. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go for something else. Something else.
Yeah.
Mid-rare.
And then I fell for it for like 2 seconds, and I was like, "Oh, that's a sandwich, also."
Different or else?
Look, you got something different.
I got something different.
I got something else.
You'll see it when we get it. DoorDash after. I ain't there.
I didn't push
You
the
wasn't
button.
recording nothing. You told me that whole time?
The whole thing. Is that? It looks like jelly.
Wow, I got a little potato cake steak sandwich. Didn't I say mushroom gravy?
That is mushroom gravy.
Is it?
There was like famous egg cream, and I've heard people talk about egg creams.
You were like, I gotta try
I was
it.
like, I gotta try it, right? It's famous, world famous.
World famous, allegedly.
And I've never had one, so I was like, let's see what it's like.
I didn't get the hype.
Yeah, I don't get the hype.
Get the hype.
Egg cream. Do I have to shake it?
That's what I do.
It tastes like a milkshake in seltzer water.
Yeah, not too.
That's
It
not
was
why.
nut white for
Yeah.
no reason.
I'll give egg cream like a 4 out of 5, 4 out of 10.
4 to 5 is crazy.
I give my sandwich
7.
like a 7,
5.
like a 7 out of 10.
Respect that.
I give my cheesecake a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, that cheesecake was fire, bro. I had like an apple crumb cheesecake.
Shit was good.
That shit was
I should've brought
10
it, though.
out of 10. I'll give my sandwich a little bit better than his. So I'll give that shit like an 8.
But the bread on mine, I felt like if we would have swapped breads and meats, it
Ooh,
would have been crazy.
A custom sandwich.
Yeah, it would have
The
been crazy.
IdleTalk sandwich. Get the.
Cause I like they
made
had
from
a big
something
menu,
else.
and I would have tried more shit, but he wasn't helpful. That guy wasn't helpful.
Then we skedaddled across the street. By the time we finished eating, the street had gotten full. All the Jessie Reyez diehard fans were there.
Yeah, we had a way out
On their general admission line, booming. But we're inside the venue, Fabian. After we waited an hour in the rain,
Yes.
in the pouring rain that Fabian had manifested. Again, the power of the tongue is crazy between both of us. Cause I be saying some out of pocket shit like that too, and then it should be happening. Like I told Jalen, I was like, yo, I'm like, all you need to go in there to get this promotion. You need to tell them you're better than the person who has the job, and they're gonna get fired. And tell me how when she went into work that day, that person quit. We buy merch. Boom. Hat, shirt that I'm wearing. Fabian got some shirts. I got a hoodie.
It's on my
The hoodie is fire.
fanny pack.
We go upstairs. We got balcony seating, but we took a big ass L in the balcony seating because
We didn't get to the balcony
That shit
fast
we
enough,
didn't get to the.
apparently.
It's like when you get to the front
Apparently,
row.
Yeah.
When you get to the front row, you know you get early. You wait there for like an hour and a half until the artist comes out.
Yeah.
we went out there like 15 minutes
After
we got in.
We was on the merch line, and the merch line went by so
We was like
quick.
first on the first. On the merch
it was
line.
like 3 minutes in the merch line, and then we went straight for the balcony. And by the time we got there, it was all the little
Everybody.
balconies were taken
And all the
out,
little ledges.
and
were
none of
gone.
them were given like room to like squeeze
Nope.
people in. They were like,
Nope.
"Nah, I'm gonna put my bag
Nope.
here. I'm gonna put my umbrella here. No one's moving
But you
next
know
to me."
what? You know what?
And we were able to upgrade to like a plus seating. So now we have a table overlooking the show. It's a pretty good seat, I'm not gonna lie to you. So Favor's getting 2 vodka Red Bulls, I think. But yeah, so I upgraded us. Quick ball, and I love disposable income. I guess this is just my time to reflect on the positive impacts my career has taken me. So I'm very grateful for that. Jessie Reyez hat.
We were looking at everybody walk in, walk past us. People kept asking how to get in there.
We
and
went
they
to the
kept,
floor for a second.
We did.
too.
We
Well,
took
that
a-
one guy was a performer. I don't know his name.
I don't know his name. Raheem? Shout out to Raheem.
He
You was
did
vibing
good.
with him.
Yeah,
He was like,
he was going crazy. I like Raheem.
and he had good crowd work too.
Yeah,
that was the
that
crazy
man
part.
was good, low key.
He was cooking up. Faber and I made some acquaintances.
You made friends.
Bro, you was there participating.
I mean,
Yo, we
I
have to go.
have to
we have to
because
go
you have-
band for band on babies
It's
because she showed us her
because
kid,
of you.
and then Faber's like, "Yo, we got one friend that got a kid."
I was
and
like,
then
we got a
went-
baby friend.
We went band for band. We threw out the photos like
Shout
boom.
out Chris for letting us use
Yo,
Sienna.
we used Sienna. I gotta tell him. We didn't even tell him that. But we had to go band for band.
Sienna was
on-
cuter.
Yeah, I know, right? For sure, right?
For
but
sure.
that one girl, her hair is growing in pretty good though. Like her
Cute
kid.
kids,
Yeah.
but our kid was better.
Yeah, we won that for
Won the
sure.
comp. It was these 2 ladies who didn't have VIP,
At all.
and they just
They had-
walked in, and then they got kicked out right at 1st.
Mm-hmm.
Then
By
they-
a woman.
By yes,
They got kicked out by a
right.
woman.
Yeah.
And
then they came back and started speaking to Nando, asking how we got the seats.
for first, legitimately, they were talking to me. They were like, well, it was just the one girl. She
Yeah,
was
it was
like,
one girl.
she was
yeah.
like,
her friend was
how
still on the
far in
outside.
advance did you buy these? I was like, bro, I bought these just now. And then she was like, what? They're telling me they're not selling like the seats. And I was like, that's fucked up because they made these 2 people next to us, which you didn't know about this.
Yeah.
But those 2 people next to us bought tickets too, but they didn't come together. So the lady who was trying to upsell us outside, she made them buy the package together and split it, which is kind of crazy.
Nope, that didn't happen with us. But also, she didn't pay for shit.
She didn't pay
She
for
went
shit.
around, got whoever. I don't know whose number you gave them. That
I gave them the president of premium seating. Like, I got his card, and I gave him my card. So we traded cards.
See.
So
he came through. They flirted a little bit.
I don't think he came through. I think he sent his minion.
No, he.
That
pulled
wasn't
up.
that guy. No, that guy that I spoke to was a tall white man.
Oh, that wasn't.
Yeah,
him?
that wasn't him. That wasn't him at all.
the guy who introduced himself. That
Yeah.
wasn't the guy.
No, the guy who let the girls in, that wasn't the person that I spoke to earlier. Fun fact. So Live Nation, somebody got some tickets that
They
they
got
weren't
free
supposed to.
Tickets. They got a good corner seat. Didn't pay a goddamn dime.
They weren't even supposed to have that corner seat too, but I told them like, yo, I don't think nobody's sitting there, so you might as well just take, since you already took what you wanted, just go sit over there and take what you wanted, you know? That's what life's about. And I was like, yo, you just use pretty privilege to the max. To the max.
So, yeah. Cool people though. They were
They
very
were
nice.
cool.
Yeah, they
I
were very
took
nice.
a video with her.
They were very nice.
They were cool. That was the most interactive that I've ever been at a concert.
Same.
Like I've been to small concerts like this to where
I've never been in a VIP like private area where I can. It's usually I'm on the floor where like there's a
See,
where
I don't like
interaction.
that.
I hate that, but
I
it's
hate that.
it's just the most
Brooklyn,
readily available. Seats.
all their venues have balconies, and I always get the balcony ticket. It's always the same amount. It's always like $130,
Yeah.
and that's the first time that like there was another option available. Like they're like, yo, we're gonna sell this day up. This isn't even something that we advertise.
Like, and if a venue has a seating option, though, like I could sit my ass down for a minute. That's usually where
That's
I like
just
to
fire.
go.
That
That's
shit-
why I like stadiums like Madison Square Garden and shit where you can sit down. Like for intermissions or songs you don't give a shit about, you can just sit.
Yo.
I think she killed it. Knocked it out of the park.
Rated out of 10.
I think it's a 9. I think even though I only knew like 3 of the songs, like the first
But
two.
you knew them though.
I knew the first 2, and then that New York one at the end. That she like pretended to leave, but then came back.
Yo, she just came out of. She went bow.
Those 3 I knew.
But she left for like 2-3 minutes.
Yeah, I think she was. I don't know what she was doing.
She was faking an encore. I think that's what it was.
that's probably what it
she
was.
She was gonna see what the reaction was and
But
still
they
come
weren't.
out
They
anyway.
weren't chancing her.
Yeah, that shit was like
They
a
weren't
cult.
chancing.
Thank you for fucking with the kid, man. Thank you for being here.
Most of them don't come back out, but she came back. She is a fantastic performer. I think the way she interacts with her crowd is very endearing. Like she cares about her friends, and it seems like she cares about actual issues in this world. And her music touches people.
She stood on business, bro.
There was people crying next to us.
Bro, literally that pretty
was
privileged girl was on the fucking floor.
Yeah, and that table of strangers. She was crying.
She was crying at the end of the show too.
Yeah.
She's like, "Why am I fucking crying right now?"
So I think
I ain't
the
cry 'cause
concert's,
Fabian was there.
I think the concert's great. It was great seeing you like interact and like sing, because that's me. If I knew the songs, I would be.
yeah,
I just
that
don't
was-
know the songs like that.
So crazy. Because she told me to.
Yeah, and it was
She
it
told
was it
everybody
was
to.
cool seeing like the auditorium sing with her.
Yeah. Bro, she did this for like the whole song.
For the whole first half of the song, they were singing it.
It was a throwback song. It was
like
it was like a
crazy.
real fan song. Like you had to be there. Like,
Yeah. So I think she's a very good performer. I think she's up there.
She's up there, bro.
Yeah.
I-
Which is crazy because I feel like artists that aren't as famous as some of the most world famous are better performers because
They put
they
their
appreciate
heart
their
and soul
crowd.
into
Yeah,
it.
they appreciate their crowd a lot more.
I
I
hate-
hate that it felt so short. I felt like it took me longer to get in the fucking building than I lasted inside that building.
It's because we had to do side quests.
Yeah.
We had to get like our bang for our buck. We had to go into the lounge that they would try to upsell us in.
Yeah.
And then we went back to our seats. And
I
we
feel
had to
like
go to-
the time that she was out there for didn't
Didn't-
feel like a lot.
it
But
didn't-
obviously we were there for a bit, right?
We did. I feel like I felt the experience. I just didn't feel the length of time.
Yes.
It was one of those weird things where you just don't know time is passing.
Exactly.
But then you know when it's over, and you're like, "Fuck."
Yeah, like when she was like, "All right, guys, this is gonna be my last song," I was like, "Damn!" I was like, "That shit went
That
fast."
shit went by so fast.
I was like, "What the hell?" But that last song was a bop,
Yeah,
and it was a good.
And she
good
played at the
ender.
beginning too.
But yeah, no, listen, it was good. I think she did good. I think.
Bro, 10 out of 10. I'm biased.
I think she should come back.
Bro, it's gonna make me sad because when she comes back around, it's gonna be
more expensive.
Barclays Center.
That's expensive.
I know. That's what I realized. I'm like, damn. When she comes back around and does another tour, It's
She
probably
might
gonna be
do a
back.
Jersey one. It might be cheaper.
I was really thinking about that. I'm like, damn, the next pillar of success means that it's gonna be more expensive.
Yeah,
to
and then after
enjoy
that, it's Madison Square Garden.
You know
Sorry, I
what?
yawned through the whole thing.
That's what we want, right? You want your
Madison-
artist
Madison Square
to get
Garden.
there. And let me tell you, I've been back there. I've been where the
But-
artists be in Madison Square
Oh,
Garden.
we forgot to say the people that had a baby thing reveal.
For those of you who need glasses, this says, Jessie, please do our gender review. Everybody say, hi, Mariah. Hi, Mariah. I'm just kidding. Hi, Justin. Everybody say, hey, Justin. All right, let's do this. She gave me instructions. She said, open here. That's the drum roll. It's a boy.
She saw somebody with a sign that said like,
my
Jessie,
gender
like do my
reveal.
gender reveal, and she
she
did
did
it. It was cool.
And then she got hype.
Yeah,
She
that's
got
what I'm
hype like she
saying.
knew the people. Like she was like, oh my god. But yeah, I've been there backstage, Madison Square Garden. I've been to the area where the artists go. Once you make it there,
you gonna get backstage
No,
pass.
but
this time?
I'm saying, once you get there, I'm saying for all the artists that might be.
Did she have like a photo pass today with the people the meet and greet?
I don't know. But I'm saying once you get back there, well, let me finish my thought, Fabian. Once you get back into the back of MSG, and you take that moment in, you made that. Once you get to MSG, you've made it. That's the top place in New York to perform.
Damn right.
So anybody that's listening to this out there that's got music aspirations,
Top arena. Top
that's the
spice.
place you want
Make sure
be.
to be there and cook with it.
Facts. Once you're there, you made it, and then you gotta keep pushing. You gotta keep going forward. But my concert experience was a 10 out of 10.
9
That
for
shit-
me.
That shit was fire.
If I do, I think next year, or whenever the fuck she comes back, it might be a 10 because I know more songs by then.
bro,
Hopefully.
everybody knew the
Fingers
words.
crossed. Yeah,
Everybody
everyone
knew-
was singing.
That was the craziest part to me. That's why I don't like going in the sea of people. I'm like, yeah, y'all gonna use that space better than I would. You know? Like
Yeah.
But in the side, on the balcony, in the chair,
She said hi to us.
she did. She's like, hey, balcony.
We saw ourselves in
Yo,
Jumbotron.
I was like, Fabian, where are we?
I was like, I don't know. Look, my light's up, but I don't see a light.
And I kept blocking
Yeah.
his light, and I'll put the footage in afterwards. But I was like, yo, look, we're right there. And he was like,
Well, we
"All right,
also saw my friend. Shout out Michelle. We saw her. She was in the front row.
And it looked like she got there late as fuck too. So how the fuck did she get in?
I
over
don't
there?
know, but she got up to the
We
front.
need
dog.
answers. You need to ask
DM
her.
us.
You
Tell
need
us.
you need
tell
to be
us,
like,
tell
yo,
us your secrets.
explain how you were late to the show.
But
and,
still,
and you went. In
yeah,
the
because
front.
she wasn't in the VIP
no
line, right?
No.
So she must have gone into general admin, or
We-
maybe she had the meet and greet shit.
No, because she would have went in. You were past us.
Maybe she was already in by the time we were still eating.
I don't know.
But yeah, we didn't see her go in, and she was in the front.
I have no idea.
We said hello to each other from across the
FaceTime.
room. Yeah.
Oh man, what a show! What a show! What a day! Fabian's gotta go to work tomorrow. I'm
Dude,
off,
I'm tired.
and we're gonna go.
I need a big fat nap.
We're about to go. I'm about to go edit this. All right, Fabian, say bye to the camera. Peace.
Peace.